here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got headed out on the road or to the big game. Stop by Sisseton Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Back, folks. Should be all back and ready to go now. So we welcome you back in here, team. On this team, 6 feet, 160. On this team, 6 feet, 160. Almost got it. On this team, 6 feet, 160. Webster back deep to receive the kickoff. That kickoff sails high to the 25-yard line and met immediately there. Taken down at about the 31.
Kickoff returned by number 63, Lennox Rumsa.
That was Rumsa on the return. Not much of a return there.
The 30-yard line.
And Webster will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. We apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. It's been the audio, now the video. I think the video just got back up on YouTube. And for those watching on Stretch, I want to say a big thank you to the live stream sponsors that bring you this video. Sisseton Livestock, Edgewood Vista, SWO Health and Fitness, and Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union. Without them, we couldn't bring you this video presentation of Sisseton Redmond JV football. So we thank them ever so much for their support this season. Webster's got some work to do. They're down 22-0. Sisseton leads them. Their work cut out for them, and it's not even the end of the first half yet. Lesnar from under center. Ace Lesnar in motion to the right side. And a jump there by Ace Lesnar. We'll get a false start here. Ace Lesnar there, a little bit too trigger happy with the feet. Had a man in motion. And it looks like he just jumped just enough to where it backs him up 5 yards. So Webster now has it 1st and 15 at their own 25-yard line. Lesnar trying to orchestrate his offense here. They're in a big hole right now, down 22-0. Lesnar under center, I formation. Ace Lesnar, the deep man in the eye. Here he gets the ball here, just about the 25, where he gets taken down for a pretty minimal gain.
Number 32, Ace Lesnar.
Cody Nelson credited with a tackle for Sisseton. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 coming up for Webster. Gain of 1 on that carry. They spotted the 27 actually, so they'll call that 2. 2nd and 13. 8 minutes exactly to go in the first half. Sisseton leads Webster 22-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Lesnar back under center, I formation, 1 receiver each side for Webster. Lesnar takes the snap, hands it to Ace, and he's met immediately in the backfield by Sisseton. Taken down the 25, and that's going to be a loss of a couple.
Ace Lesnar, tackle made by number 2.
That tackle was made there by Jeremiah Perez. Way to read that one. They'll call it a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 14 coming up for Webster. They're in dire straits right now. They got to try and get to the line of gain. They got to get out across their own 40. And they have it spotted right now just about the 26-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Webster still in the huddle trying to orchestrate play that'll try and make him this 14 yards. Sisseton looking for another big defensive stop here. Their defense has been stellar all night long. Webster looking for signs of life. Lesnar pitches it back to Ace. Breaks one tackle, but not the second, as he gets met just at about the 20-yard line.
Number 32, Ace Lesnar. Tackle made by number 54.
And it's going to bring up 4th down and long.
That brings up a 4th down. 4th down and 19. The ball on the 21-yard line.
That ball stationed on the 21-yard line of Webster. Clock continues to run. 6:07 and counting in the first half. Webster's going to punt it away. Perez back deep for Sisseton to receive the punt. And if you're head coach Tyler Apple, you got to be proud with how Sisseton has shown up in a big way this game, both on offense and defense. Both very well rounded here to start out the first game. Defense coming up with a few huge stops, and offense doing their job. Sisseton right now just doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do, and it's paid off in big dividends for them. Webster's going to punt it away. Sheldon Schmig set to punt it away for the Bearcats. 4th and 19 at their own 21. Perez back deep. He's stationed at Sisseton's 43-yard line. Schmig gets the snap, no rush whatsoever. Punt is away, end over end kick. Hops over Perez. He touched that ball. He's got to be able to grab it. He does and falls on it back all the way at his own 28-yard line. Oh man, scary situation there for Sisseton, but they just escape there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redmen as they spot the ball at their own 27-yard line. Jackson Wegner back out there for Sisseton, and here comes the offense again. What you got to love about this Sisseton offense right now, they have so many threats. They've displayed so many threats here tonight so far. Whether it be all their running backs, Rory Current, Carson Fisher. Justin Mueller. Just so many threats for this Sisseton team. They return to that double wing formation. Wegner under center. And some discussion on the sideline. They're going to get a timeout called here from Sisseton. If they weren't lined up correctly, timeout is called. This timeout brought to you by Dakota Bank. As they take a timeout, we will as well. Back in 60 seconds on the B103.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Teamwork makes all the difference on the field and in your financial future. Kelsch, Kreese & Associates in Sisseton is proud to support our Redmen athletes. Whether it's tax preparation, accounting, or financial planning, their experienced team works hard to give you the guidance and confidence you need. Just like our student athletes, they know success comes from preparation and dedication. Kelsch, Kreese & Associates in Sisseton, proud supporters of Redmen sports and proud to be a part of this great community.
Back at Sisseton High School, 4:52 to go in the first half. 22-0 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Redmen have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Wegner under center. Rolls out to his left, a bootleg, pressure in his face, throws, caught, far side 40. Makes a man miss, getting to midfield and just past midfield. That goes Rory Current, a big pickup there for Sisseton. That'll move the chains. This first down brought to you by Venture Communications. Gain of 25 on that completion. 1st and 10 at Webster's 48. Webster did have the pressure, but good job by Wegner to stay calm there and find Current on the far sideline, where he was able to make a man miss. 1st and 10 from Webster's 48. Wegner pitches it back. Bursting up the far sideline, past the 40, still on his feet, pass to the 35 and gets down inside the 35. Goes Carson Fisher. That'll move the chains again. 1st down for Sisseton. Brought to you by Venture Communications. That sets him up at the Webster 33-yard line. This offense just keeps on rolling for the Redmen. Webster looking to make a big defensive stand here. Wegner under center, has the snap. Option on the handoff, still on his feet to the 30, and gets taken down at about the 29-yard line there.
Number 20.
Goes Justin Mueller. Mueller back in the game, getting a couple more touches.
Claimed by number 62, Nathan Hibbs.
Nathan Hubbs on the tackle. 3:20 to go in the first half. 2nd and 6 for Sisseton. The Webster 29. They lead 22-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Sisseton in no prime reason to rush here. They have a 3-score cushion right now on Webster, and they're just going to let this clock run down as much as they can. 3 minutes exactly to go in the first half. I formation. Looks like Mueller, the deep man in the eye. Wegner under center. Hands it to Mueller. Makes a man miss up the left side. Still breaking tackles. Going to the left corner of the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Sisseton! Excuse me, that's Current. 29-yard touchdown run. It's 28-0 Sisseton. Sisseton's been so explosive this game. They're now up 4 scores on the Bearcats. 28-0, 2:44 to go in the first half. 2-point conversion, yet again coming up here for Sisseton. Wegner under center. One man in the backfield there for Wegner as a man in motion, pitches it back, trying to fight to the end zone. He gets there. 2-point conversion's good. 30-0 Sisseton. Carson Fisher seals that 2-point conversion. And what a job by the Redmen. The faithful certainly got to be proud of them right now. 30-0 Sisseton leads. 2:44 to go in the first half. Take a break. Come on right back in 60 seconds in the B103.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug, everyday savings close to home.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Back here at Sisseton High School. 2:43 to go in the first half. Sisseton leads 30-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. And you got to credit head coach Tyler Apple and this Redmen staff. They've been so aggressive all night long, and really they've just been doing their job. They've been doing theing what everybody's asked of them. Curran set to kick things off for Sisseton. Webster back deep to receive. End-over-end kick fielded at the 25. There goes Hubsch on the return. He gets tripped up just inside the 35 for Webster. Rather, that's Rumsa on the return. Carson Fisher there on the tackle, and Webster gets decent field position to start out here. Their next offensive drive. Time is of the essence here, though. Clock continues to run. 2:15 to go in the first half. Webster trails 30-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. The biggest thing here for Webster, just to try and keep your composure. It's a big hole that you're in. Try and remind yourself, just take one play at a time. One play at a time here, sometimes all you can ask for. And it's also the first game, so you got to get those first game jitters out of the way. High school football, such an exciting time all across the nation. As many high schools get ready to cheer on their favorite teams. Such a great time. 1st and 10 here for Webster. 1:25 to go. Lesnar takes the snap, hands to Ace, runs up the middle to the 40-yard line where he gets met there by Sisseton. Gain of about 3 on that run, sets up 2nd and 7. The two Lesnars, quarterback and running back. I'd say it's a good dynamic duo. 2nd and 7 at the Webster's own 40. 60 seconds to go in the first half. Time slowly winding down here. Becoming more and more of a factor here for Webster. Lesnar under center. Hudson, that is. Go I formation. Ace Lesnar, the deep man in the I. Hudson, play action fake. Fires over the middle. It's caught! Far side, ball's out! Multiple players converge. Who's got that ball? It's Sisseton that has it. It was caught on the far side. It was recovered by J.J. Ham, just took a few steps, had control of the ball. It was punched out by Sisseton, and the Redmen once again take over 1st and 10. Wow! What a job by Sisseton. The first big play of the day for Webster on the far side, and that gets stymied just by one punch of the football. And it's 1st and 10 Redmen at their own 44-yard line. 29 seconds to go in the first half. Wagner discussing with his teammates, looking like in the double wing formation. Wagner under center, has a man in motion, has the snap, he falls backwards on the seat of his pants at his own 40-yard line. Time continues to run here.
Loss of a couple for the Redmen. Actually, a loss of 3.
It's a loss of 3, but that should take us to the first half. 10 seconds to go and counting in the first half. It's 2nd and 14. Redmen hurry up to the line. Not too sure if they'll get a play in. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They do get a play in. Zeros on the scoreboard. Wagner rolls right, fires deep to the far side. Caught! And taken down to the 35. Goes J.J. Ham, but that will do it for the first half. So after 20 minutes of football, your score is Sisseton 30, Webster 0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Coming up next, we'll have the halftime show for you right here on the B103, back in 60 seconds.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmen apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
The Sisseton Courier does more than the weekly newspaper. They're a high-quality design, custom print service, and office supplies provider. With their wide-format printers, they can print up canvas prints, posters, and banners. They can also design cards like Save the Date, invitations to any occasion, Christmas cards, full-color envelopes, raffle tickets, scratch pads, and much more. No job is too big or too small, and they will beat the price of their competitors, or at least match it. For a quote on pricing and more information, give them a call or stop in to the Sisseton Courier.
And we're back at Sisseton High School. Both teams go off to their respective sidelines, or in this case for Sisseton, their respective end zone. And all smiles right now for the Redmen as they're up 30-0 over Webster. Michael Rosencrans with you in the broadcast booth. So happy to have you along here for opening week of high school football. And how about the Redmen? I've been saying it all half long. Sisseton's really just been doing their job on offense. They have such dynamic weapons in their running backs. And so many others. Rory Current, J.J. Ham, Justin Mueller, Carson Fisher. Just so many threats that they're just going right at Webster at. Sisseton not messing around here in the first 20 minutes of football here in the first half. And again, you talk about a new head coach coming in. Tyler Apple, his first season at the helm of the Redmen. And he's trying to instill, a new culture for this team. Try and build up a program that kids want to play for in the future. And right now, he's making a very, very good case here to start out in the first 20 minutes of football that has gone by here in Sisseton. Webster has shown signs of life. They have a lot of good threats too. Hudson Lesnar, really, really well-rounded quarterback. Ace Lesnar, the two Lesnars tonight, very, very well-rounded athletes. They've shown their potential. They've shown that they can make big plays here. Just hasn't been able to execute and get themselves on the scoreboard, break that goose egg as Sisseton remains up 30-0. Sisseton, too, have caused a couple turnovers. 2 times they've now forced fumbles in which they've recovered both of them. The other turnover was a turnover on downs, a couple of them, and Webster has already punted this game. Sisseton has not punted this game yet. They've only had 1 4th down earlier in the game in the first quarter. They went for it for their first touchdown of the game. That scored by Jeremiah Perez on the 2 to 3 yard touchdown run. And Webster right now, imagine the huddle in that first half. Imagine the huddle over there on the far sideline discussing with head coach Tyler Wagner right now. And you got to think, all he got to be saying to his gentleman right there, try and keep your composure. First game jitters happen for a reason. But again, they've shown signs of life. Webster has shown signs of life, and they have plenty of time to get back in this game. 9-man football, the field is open. There's a lot more opportunity for scoring chances, and if Webster wants to have a chance to get back in this game, they have to start putting the pedal to the metal and start making some offensive plays. They do have the potential to. They have the players to do so, but have yet to break out of that goose egg here in this one. Clock still winding down before halftime ends. Sisseton leads 30-0. Got about 5 minutes, 17 seconds to go until the third quarter. We'll take a break, come right back in about 3 minutes on the B103.
Cameron Law Office is a general practice law firm in Roberts County that has been providing legal services in northeastern South Dakota since 1931. Attorney Aaron Cameron is proud to support all Sisseton Redmen sports. Thank you for your dedication and hard work this year. Cameron Law is proud of all players, coaches, and parents of all teams. Good luck, Redmen, in your game tonight from Cameron Law in Sisseton.
Summer is here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and run. First Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton has marine and boat batteries to keep you cruising the lake, plus everything you need for oil changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got the parts that will keep your summer going smooth. Napa stores in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton, where Napa know-how meets hometown service. Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice-cold drinks. Hitting the lake? Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies, too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on.
Redmond fans, when life gives your car a tough break, count on Thielen Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back in the game. From dings and dents to full collision repair, Thielen's experienced crew delivers top-notch workmanship with hometown service you can trust. Just like our Redmen, they know the value of teamwork and doing the job right. Thielen Auto Body Shop in Sisseton, proud to stand behind the Sisseton Redmen and proud to keep you rolling strong all season long.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Back here at Sisseton High School, both teams still in their respective huddles as we continue to conclude the halftime show. Coming up here in just a couple minutes' time, Michael Rosencrans with you back in the broadcast booth. So glad to have you along here for opening week of high school football. Sisseton leads Webster 30-0 as we just get set to enter the third quarter here in just a moment. Britton Hecla started off their season last Friday against the defending state champion Hamlin Chargers. That one, Britton fell 36-0. They get a chance to earn their first win later this week on Friday. Well, back to this game. Sisseton they received the kickoff in the first half, so Webster's going to get the ball to start the second half. And this will be a good opportunity for Webster. Again, they've shown signs of life in this game. The score isn't going their way. They're down 30-0 right now. Minute left in halftime. But again, they've shown signs of life. Hudson and Ace Lesnar, two dynamic athletes for Webster. Hudson, a very, very well-rounded quarterback, and again, only a freshman on this team. Very, very well-rounded athlete. Ace Lesnar, such a good threat once he gets into open space, has great speed, able to get through defenders. And it was that big play for Webster on the far sideline that was really their biggest offensive play of the day. And then Sisseton punched it out right at the end of the half there to get their second fumble recovery of the evening. And now both teams will break out of their respective huddles and make their way back over to their sidelines as we're just about ready to get started here for the third quarter of play here in Sisseton. Sisseton's been able to do their job in the first half. Let's see if they can continue to do it in the second half. Webster trying to break that goose egg on the scoreboard. 30-0 in the Stilson Service scoreboard. Sisseton leads the Bearcats. Webster's going to start out with the ball first again in this second half. Sisseton's defense get a chance to start out on the gridiron here. Webster trying to find any sorts of momentum here to start out this third half. Webster's already taken the field. Sisseton concluding their discussion with coaching staff over on the sidelines. And again, Sisseton's got to be feeling all sorts of confidence right now, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Talked to head coach Tyler Apple on Friday during their scrimmage with Tio Spazina. Defense very, very solid. Most of these offenses you see are going to be run heavy, especially with 9-man. Sisseton's been able to sell out for the run, as has Webster. Both have gotten stops when they need to. Now it's going to be Webster starting out on offense here. Sisseton now kicks from right to left. Webster's going to be attacking on offense from left to right across your radio dial. Current set to kick off, and away we go in the second half. Fielded from just inside the 25-yard line. Wrapped up immediately as he goes to about the 29-yard line. Gain of about 4 to 5 on the return. And that's where Webster starts it out. Webster will start out with it 1st and 10. Let's see what the Maroon and Gold can do here on offense. Hudson Lesnar back out at quarterback. Ace Lesnar has been the main target. At running back, Kington Ryan, Zayden Finch, Leroy Johnson, Lennox Rumka, Caden Johnson. The men up front for Webster.
Now to that defense, Alex Metz, laying that linebacker.
Webster still in their huddle as that time continues to tick away here. 9:20 to go in the third quarter. Sisseton leads 30-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Webster breaks the huddle and gets on the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Time continues to tick here. 9:14 and counting in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Hudson Lesnar is going to be under center. 2 receivers each side. 9 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter. So first time we're seeing a 2-receiver set formation here for Webster. It's a handoff, though, in the backfield. Going to the far side to about the 28-yard line. Gets taken down there. That wasn't Ace Lesnar. Trying to locate a number out there for you. Lesnar was lined up in the slot on the left side, and that was Gabe Gakowski. On the carry, there was a 2 in it, so I couldn't tell if it was 2 or 32. But that is Gakowski on there on that carry. He lost 1 on that carry, so it'll be 2nd and 11 here coming up for the Bearcats. Set up their own 28-yard line. 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Sisseton leads the Bearcats 30-0 in the Stilson Service scoreboard. Webster takes an extra beat inside the huddle, make sure everybody has the play that they're going to run. Looks like the same exact formation here. 2-receiver set. This time, Lesnar's going to go from a shotgun. It's like Hubs in the backfield. Lesnar takes the snap, fires over the middle, caught by Ace Lesnar, one-handed stab as he gets across the 45, still on his feet to the 45 and gets taken down there. Big play there for the both Lesnars. That'll be a first down for Webster. That ball gets spotted about the 45, a gain of 17. Very, very solid pass there from Hudson. Ace bobbled the ball, though, as he was trying to catch it. Made a nice recovery, made a couple men miss, and he got taken down at the 45. Again, Webster has shown potential in this game to make big plays, and they needed that one right there. 2 receivers left and right. Hubs to the right of Lesnar. Lesnar in a shotgun. There's the snap, and we get some flags down. A little bit of movement up front, and a false start on Webster is going to back him up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 from their 40. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 15 coming up for the Bearcats. When this clock continues to run like that, time is of the essence, and penalties this late in the game are tough to take, especially when you're trying to break that goose egg. 2 receivers left and right. Lesnar in a shotgun, has the snap, drops back, looking to his right. Pressure coming, hit as he throws, fires across the middle. It is dropped! Almost intercepted there by Sisseton. Oh, man. Big opportunity for Sisseton to intercept the ball, but couldn't hold on. It'll be 2nd down and 15 coming up.
55, Jack Meyer.
Clock continues to run. 5:37 and counting. Here in this one. You're listening to Sisseton Redmond football on KBWS 102.9 FM, the B103 Sisseton, Britton, Webster. 2 receivers left and right. Lesnar in a shotgun. Hubs to his right. Lesnar takes the snap, looking left. He fires over the middle, deep. Ball is incomplete. Falls harmlessly to the turf. It's 3rd and 15 coming up for the Bearcats.
Pass intended for number 2, Gabriel Gakowski.
Gakowski was well covered out there by Sisseton. Just didn't have enough arm on that one there for Lesnar. And it's 3rd and long coming up here for the Bearcats. Redmond trying to make another big defensive stand. Webster trying to keep this drive alive. They got to get out to across the 45 of Sisseton. Ball's placed at their own 40. 4:42 and counting in the third quarter. Sisseton leads 30-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Same exact formation. 2 receivers left and right. Lesnar in a shotgun. Hubs to his left now. Lesnar takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, fires over the middle, incomplete, intended for Gakowski, and it's 4th down coming up for the Bearcats. They're going to have to punt it away.
Pass intended for Gakowski is incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th.
Well, I may stand corrected. They're not going to punt it away. They pretty much have no choice here. They're down 30-0. They're going to have to go for it. 4 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter. Or no, looks like they will punt it away. My apologies. They are going to punt it away. 3:47 and counting to go. 4th and 15 at their own 40. Sheldon Schmig set to punt it away for the Bearcats here. Perez back deep to receive. Punt is away, end-over-end kick. Takes a good Bearcat bounce. Fielded at about the 25. Perez running to the near side, flag on the play. Makes a man miss as he gets across the 40. He's going to get past midfield and then the near side. Takes a hard hit and falls inside the 45. Great return there for Perez, but there is a flag on the play.
On the return, there's a flag on the play.
It was back at the 26-yard line, just where about the catch was made. It is a holding, so that return is going to come back for Sisseton. And that's a tough penalty to take when Perez gives you such a great return on that. But nonetheless, it's Sisseton 1st down. This time back deep in their own territory. That holding took place about the 26-yard line. So that's going to back them up 10 yards. They'll spot it at the 17-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Sisseton at their own 17. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. 30-0 Sisseton leads on the Stilson Service scoreboard. In this video coverage here brought to you by Sisseton Livestock, Edgewood Vista, SWO Health and Fitness, and Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union. We thank them ever so much. We also want to thank Ashley Schmidt back in the studios at B103 for keeping us on the air. 1st and 10. Big run up the near side as he gets to the 25-yard line. Taken down there, close to the 1st down.
Number 5, Carson Fisher.
Goes Carson Fisher.
Made by number 3, Bryce
They'll spot him a yard short, so it'll be 2nd and 1.
All the way up to the 25.
Excuse me, it'll be 2nd and 3, rather, for Sisseton. They had spotted it at the 27. He got to about the 25. So they'll call it 8. 2nd and 2 from Sisseton's own 25. 2:38 to go in the third quarter. Wegener under center, has the snap, pitches back to Fisher, tries to get some blockers out in front, dances his way past the 30 for a first down, still on his feet and falls forward to the 35-yard line. Good run there for Fisher.
Ball carrier Fisher.
This first down brought to you by Venture Communications. That ball gets spotted at the 34-yard line of Sisseton. Gain of 9 on that carry. Fisher just so elusive. Does such a good job making defenders miss. Way to get out in front there was his O-line to be able to set up some blocks for him to get that 9-yard carry. I formation here for Sisseton. Fisher the deep man in the eye. Wegener under center. Has the snap, hands off Fisher. Met pretty much immediately in the backfield, but still gets a gain of about 3 yards.
Ball carrier was Fisher.
Rumsa on the tackle there for Webster.
Gain of 3.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up for Sisseton. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. 30-0 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Sisseton discussing the play in the huddle. And they're looking to cap off another big offensive drive here. Wegener under center. Has a single back in the backfield. Looks like that's Fisher. Wegener under center. Bootleg to the right. Throws far side. Caught. And the ball's on the ground. Nobody in sight for Sisseton. And that's going to be a fumble recovery for Webster.
This pass is complete to Fisher, but a fumble on the pay.
That was a trick play, actually, that Sisseton tried to break out there. And it's going to be the first turnover of the game. J.J. Ham took that snap. He threw to Fisher, and Fisher couldn't hang on, and Webster recovers that one for the fumble. So Sisseton's first turnover of the game. There were no red jerseys in sight for Sisseton as that ball was on the ground. Nothing but 3 Webster players there. They were able to jump on that ball, no problem. So first down and 10 for Webster at their own 44-yard line. 2 receivers set. Lesnar back from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws over the middle. It is intercepted by Sisseton. Taking it past midfield to the 40. Far side. Near side is Fisher. And taken down to the 20. Goes Carson Fisher. One play and Sisseton gets it right back.
Returns all down to the 20-yard line.
What a job by Carson Fisher. Redemption. He fumbles the ball, but intercepts it right back. He says, I'm not letting that one get away from me. Sisseton in the red zone. 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Red Men once again knocking on the doorstep here. Wegener under center. Fisher the deep man. Bootleg. No, it's Ham that takes the snap. Ham looking, steps up, trying to direct traffic. Has to throw it. He does, and it falls harmlessly to the turf on the far side. Ham was trying to direct traffic to the corner of the end zone. Couldn't connect. And instead, it's 2nd and 10. 20 seconds and counting in the third quarter. 30-0 Sisseton. And 10 seconds and counting in the third quarter. See if Sisseton will try and get another play in here. Not moving too quick up to the line. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's how the third quarter is going to end. No snap, but when we return for the fourth quarter, it will be 2nd and 10 from the Webster 20. 30-0 Sisseton, our score. We'll take a break, come right back in 60 seconds on the B103.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug. Everyday savings close to home.
We're back inside at Sisseton High School. 30-0 Redmond, our score on the Stilson Service scoreboard. And you know what? Give Webster credit here, too. It's been 30-0 ever since the first half. Sisseton hasn't scored yet in this second half. They're looking to do so right here, but Webster's defense has really stood tall when they need to. They had a fumble recovery, but Lesnar threw that interception to Carson Fisher. And now all of a sudden the Redmen are knocking on the doorstep once again as they have it at their own 20. They now attack on offense from left to right across your radio dial. J.J. Ham now been taking the snaps at quarterback. Good to see J.J. Ham get a little bit of reps in the game as well. And that's the biggest thing, too, for JV in any sport. It's always such a fun time to see your younger guys go and get some reps as well on the field. Make sure they're getting enough playing time. Making sure that they are contributing to this team. And they're certainly doing that right now. And here we go. 2nd down and 10 from their own 20. Ham takes the snap, hands off to his left side, taken down just about the 15. Goes Carson Fisher. Gain of a couple on that play. Just about maybe 5 or so. Gets you about 3rd and a medium coming up here for Sisseton. Yes, they'll call it 5 as they spotted the 15. So 3rd and 5 coming up for Sisseton. 9:20 to go in regulation. 30-0 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Ham looking to potentially get his first touchdown of the evening. Ham under center, I formation, Fisher the deep man in the eye, pitches it to Fisher, running down the near side, spins, still on his feet and taken down, very close to the end zone goes Fisher. They're going to spot him at the 1.
Number 5, Fisher, down at the 1-yard line.
They'll spot him back at the 2, so it'll be 1st and goal for Sisseton at the 2-yard line. J.J. Ham breaks out of the huddle with his teammates. Now Sisseton looking to punch it in here. Ham from under center, 1st and goal from the 2. Fisher in the backfield. Ham takes the snap, and we got a flag on the play. Play's blown dead. This could be a false start, and it is. So it's going to back Sisseton up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Now that changes things up a little bit. As Ham jogs off the sideline, getting the play call from head coach Tyler Apple. Again, if you're Coach Apple, you gotta feel incredibly proud of your staff here tonight. First-year head coach coming in, new team, trying to reinstill the culture here at Sisseton. And so far, his leadership and his guidance have done wonders for this team. They've been able to execute so well. I formation, Fisher the deep man in the eye. Ham from under center, 1 receiver each side. He'll audible out and change out the play. Ham takes the snap, hands to Fisher, and he's met immediately. In the backfield there by Webster. He lost a few on that one, about 3. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Credit Ryan with the tackle. One of the seniors on this Webster team, 5'9", 170. Did a very good job of reading that run there. Fisher stood up. 2nd goal from the 10-yard line, 6:45 to go in regulation. Ham back from under center. Has the snap, tosses back, stumbles a little bit as Fisher. He stays on his feet, gets close to the 5-yard line. That's where he's taken down just about the 6. Correction, that's Perez, the ball carrier. And he comes up limping a little bit. Does Perez. He tries to walk that off. Good to see him walk that off and get back out there. 3rd and goal from the 7. So Sisseton starting back where they were on that false start penalty at the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 7. Ham from under center. Ham has the snap, bootleg to the left, pressure in his face, tries to get away from it, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield there by Webster. Ace Lesnar on the sack. It's going to be 4th down and goal for Sisseton. That's a heck of a job there from Ace Lesnar to make the stop for the Bearcats, and a big one at that. Sisseton facing a rare 4th down.
Gives the Redmen a 4th down.
So it's 4th and goal from the 12-yard line after that loss of 5 yards. Decision time here for Sisseton. They're going to try and punch it in here. Ham from under center. Fisher, the deep man in the back. Ham rolling to his left, takes a snap, tries to evade pressure, stepping up, fires to the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Sisseton! Jeremiah Perez, 12-yard touchdown reception, 36-0. J.J. Ham gets his first passing touchdown of the evening, and that caps off a heck of a drive for the Redmen. 2-point conversion attempt is going to be on again. Ham exits. Looks like Wegner's going to come back in. 5:05 to go in regulation. Both Wegner and Ham are going to be coming in. Perez exits as he jogs over to the sideline. Came up limping a little bit a couple plays ago, but he cashes in with that 12-yard touchdown reception. 2-point conversion attempt is on. Wegner back in at quarterback for the Redmen. Correction, that's still Ham there. Handoff up the middle, ball on the ground. That popped out in the end zone. 2-point conversion's no good. It remains 36-0. Webster jumped on that one, but nonetheless, Sisseton now has a 36-0 lead over Webster. 5:05 remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll take a break. Come on right back in 60 seconds on the B103.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmen apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Back here at Sisseton High School, 5:05 to go in regulation. Sisseton leads 36-0 on the Stilson Service scoreboard.
Kicking off for Sisseton, number 15, Rory Curran.
Heck of a job here tonight for the Redmen. They've executed it to nearly a T.
32 Lesnar.
Only one turnover so far in the game for the Redmen, but that's been it. Other than that, they've just put up 36 points tonight. Recurrent set to kick things away for Sisseton. Webster back deep to receive. End over end kick Fielded just at about the 25. Gakowski running far side where he's met by Sisseton there just about the 30-yard line. Gain of about 5 there on the return for Gakowski. It'll be 1st and 10 Webster at their own 30.
By number 54. Ryder White.
Credit Ryder White with the tackle.
On their own 30-yard line.
And in games like these, you can always take this as a learning experience for Webster. Score's not in their favor right now, but with each and every game, you can take this as a learning experience. They do have those playmakers that we talk about in Hudson and Ace Lesnar. Lennox Rumsa, Nathan Hubsch, so many of those guys. Stellar playmakers for Webster. So you can look to next week with optimism on that. 2 receivers set for Webster, both on the far and near side. Hudson Lesnar working for him with the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass near side, fires it over the middle. It's caught and taken down there just about the 42-yard line.
Lesnar's pass is complete to number 4, Sheldon Schmig.
Goes to Sheldon Schmig.
By number 50.
That's a heck of a pass there from Lesnar. 1st down for Webster. After that gain of just about 12, they'll call it 11 on the passing play. So 1st and 10 for Webster at their own 41-yard line. Schmig been doing the primary kicking duties as well for Webster tonight. Now he's getting reps out there at receiver as well. It's again 2 receivers set for Webster, both on the far and near side. Lesnar from a shotgun, Hubsch to his left. Lesnar takes a snap, flag on the play as we have some movement up front. False start on the play is going to back Webster up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from their own 36.
Procedure penalty against the Bearcats.
3:06 and counting to go in regulation. Sisseton leads 36-0 in the Stilson Service scoreboard. Again, for Webster, you can look to next week with a lot of optimism. Hudson Lesnar has shown in this game he can make those plays when he needs to. Ace Lesnar, running back, he's so good in open space, such good speed, knows how to make guys miss. And Lesnar with a lot of weapons at receivers, too. Lesnar working under center, 1 receiver set. Handoff there to Hubsch in the backfield where he's wrapped up immediately by Sisseton. Lost a couple on that one. That looked to be Ryder White on the tackle, and it was. What a read there by White. 2:08 to go in regulation. 2nd down and long coming up for Webster. 17 to be specific. Ball's just spotted about at their 40-yard line. 2 receivers set. Lesnar out of the shotgun. High snap, corrals it down. Lesnar fires over the middle. Dropped by Ace Lesnar. Throw looked to be there, had to climb the ladder to get it, but couldn't haul it in was Ace Lesnar, and it's 3rd and long coming up for Webster. Time continues to tick here in week 1. 90 seconds to go in this one. Sisseton leads 36-0. Sisseton looking to get that stop on defense. Time is of the essence here for Webster. Back to that 2 receiver set. Lesnar out of a shotgun. Hubsch to his right. Lesnar takes the snap, looks left, fires deep ball over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended. Oh, there's a flag down. This is going to be pass interference on Sisseton, as that pass was intended for Gakowski.
Incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the play.
That'll be pass interference on Sisseton, so this will be a 1st down coming up here for
Interference penalty against Redmond.
For Webster here at midfield, exactly at midfield. Time continuing to wind down in this one. 25 seconds and counting in regulation. Webster looks like he's going to have one final play here in this one. Two receivers set. Lesnar takes the snap. Has all day to throw. Running to his right. Going to step up and take it himself. He gets past midfield and gets taken down just about the 48-yard line there. And as time winds down, that's going to do it. Sisseton gets their first win of the 2025 season in emphatic fashion. They win it 36-0. What a job by the Redmen here tonight. Brand new team, new coaching staff, new culture, and what a job by the Redmen as they take this one by a final score of 36-0. Stay with us. Post-game show to follow. Brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. Back in 60 seconds in the B103.
The Sisseton Courier does more than the weekly newspaper. They're a high-quality design, custom print service, and office supplies provider. With their wide-format printer, they can print up canvas prints, posters, and banners. They can also design cards like Save the Date, invitations to any occasion, Christmas cards, full-color envelopes, raffle tickets, scratch pads, and much more. No job is too big or too small, and they will beat the price of their competitors, or at least match it. For a quote on pricing and more information, give them a call or stop in to the Sisseton Courier.
Cameron Law Office is a general practice law firm in Roberts County that has been providing legal services in northeastern South Dakota since 1931. Attorney Aaron Cameron is proud to support all Sisseton Redmen sports. Thank you for your dedication and hard work this year. Cameron Law is proud of all players, coaches, and parents of all teams. Good luck, Redmen, in your game tonight from Cameron Law in Sisseton.
Crowd filing out here at Sisseton High School. Final score in this one. Sisseton takes down Webster by a final score of 36-0. Michael Rosencrans with you one final time in the broadcast booth tonight. And lots of good stuff to say about Sisseton. This is a brand new team, new coaching staff, new culture, and how about it? They were able to execute to a T. Many different scores on the scoreboard. That final touchdown came from Jeremiah Perez from J.J. Ham. Both get their first touchdowns of the season. Perez with his second touchdown of the game. Ham with his first touchdown of the season. Perez scored the first one back in the first quarter that started all things for Sisseton, and that train just kept on rolling for the Redmen. Fisher able to get in for a touchdown of his own, couple touchdowns of his own. Defense for Sisseton able to make some turnovers here as well. Few fumble recoveries. Carson Fisher, let's highlight Carson Fisher a little bit more, had a fumble earlier in the game today. Nobody in sight for Sisseton to pick it up. And then on the very next play, he corrals the interception, takes it back to the 20-yard line where Sisseton was able to get the final score of the game. What a job by Carson Fisher. He's certainly going to be somebody to watch out for as this season goes on. Job well done by Sisseton. And again, for Webster, they look to next week with optimism. They have their playmakers, Hudson and Ace Lesnar, very dynamic players. They've shown that ability here today. They can make those big plays. Lots of good weapons at receiver as well. Lennox Rumpsa, Sheldon Schmig as well. They have shown that they can make those big plays. So they'll look to next week with optimism here as they continue on in the season. But what a story. Head coach Tyler Apple in his first year with the Sisseton Redmen. First game, instilling a new culture, and gets the job done with his team taking it by a final score of 36-0. Sisseton continues on rolling next week. So I'm trying to pull up the schedule here as we speak for the football team, but they get started out on the right foot as they win this one by a final score of 36-0. Sisseton looks to continue that, try and get on a little bit of a win streak as they go on next week. for their continuation of the 2025 football season. That'll just about wrap things up for this one. Before we go, we want to say a big special thank you to all the sponsors that make this presentation of the game possible. Sisseton Livestock, Edgewood Vista, SWO Health and Fitness, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, Kelsch Kritz Associates, Lewis Family Drug, Traverse Electric Co-op, Dakota Connection C-Store, Dakota Valley Federal Credit Union, 605 Design, the Sisseton Courier, Cameron Law Office, First Call Auto Napa, Sisseton, Webster and Wheaton, Stilson Service, Dakota Bank, Thielen Auto Body, Venture Communications, and the Investment Centers of America. Until then, I'm Michael Rosencrans. For everybody at the B103, saying so long and have a great night, everybody.